اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. اقرأ ربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. صدق الله العظيم. Now we return to the class. I only carry my portion. Guaranteed I carry well. And if that's the difference, you learn how to carry your portion too. And you'll be able, just like I am. If you do the very best, that you can. Because like I said, if you're not included, that's not your pain. It's after the disabled person who you find. Because you don't bring your best sacrifice. You come to us with what we call an excuse. And how did you get the excuse in the first place? I'll tell you. Because the devil is following you around. With a big bag on his shoulder, big one too, big one. But on the bag there's a label that these excuses. And every time you want to say, open your mouth, he stops and open our bag and say, here, try this one. But that don't work, it's because that. But you can fool some of the people, some of the people. You can't fool all. Like a domino effect. That I kid in place. Like a do you know? No, but how they do. And the one thing you can't do is unlearn something you come to know. Try to. But you can't unlearn knowing how to ride a bike. That's all. If you know how to ride a bike, damn it, bet you don't know how to ride a bike for the rest of your life. And now one of you, hey, sit outside that loop. Every people saying the devil. You get behind me, Satan. In fact, stop following my people around with your bag. Because I'm letting you know now that you can fly with that. And they got to sleep. Stop touching you in your nut. And you like that, do you? I just walk behind your ass face into the jacket. You can drag it in the face. I mean, like, after having boots, having court boots, everything. Yeah. It's not funny getting down the corner without knowing that I told God to communicate to him long time ago. Listen. You don't say, well, that's a little hard. I say, yeah, the people, they was hanging our asses just like they hanging our asses like what? Did you know they found a Nubian woman behind Walmart? Because she commits suicide? Lord have what? Mercy. And yeah, I don't know. I had that. You slap me, I'm going to turn my face to the other side. Let you slap me again. They lied. That's not me and never has been me, not one day of the week and not 2,000 years ago also. Anybody who knows me will tell you that I support the eye for an eye, people do. I mean, if you poke me in my eye, what the hell you think I'm going to do to you? You think I'm just going to, first of all, always know that if you get in a fight, the other color is feeling your punches too. So, what I mean by that, always know the right way to think, you got to bring some ass to get something. You can look at me, I'm going to defend myself. I'm not telling any one of you to go out and be offensive towards you. Because the Most High will stand on the side of those the faith. Those of you who don't do everything you can do to walk away. Sometimes you say to me, you say, boy, you did everything you possibly can, but let me tell you something. If they put their hands on you, you tell them, okay, you done fucked up now. Now, come on, let's dance. And you fight with all your might. You can get your ass whipped, and you come on to me. I'm saying, put your shoes on. What you talking about? You going back there and back down there. And this time, when you go back there, you going to whip that fool what? And if you don't, I'm going to whip you. And you rather me whip on you, him whip on you than me to let me tell you something. I got moves that they don't even have names for. That come down out the sky, listen, and will manifest through the fabric of your very universe in the workspace, honey. Where instead of everything coming up wrong you, meaning you get money, now you ain't getting a damn what? Down. And don't fool yourself. I got moves, nigga, more moves than extract. To select you all, to get you all doing it right way, because I love you, damn it. You think I'm going to do? You can't watch you make a fool of yourself in the workplace? Watch you get your butt whipped? Watch them murder you all? Watch them wipe you out? That's like a Mack truck coming at you and I love you. I'm not just going to sit there and watch the truck run you over. I'm going to yell out. Stupid ass, move out the way. Or you become instant pizza. Or the very word, instant elephant man. Unrecognizable to your own mama, to the person working the casket got to be closed now after you dead. That should hurt us all. You know, that's you. And I lose any one of mine. I'm going to fuck up the reason. And if you wrong, let me tell you all something. Just like the grandmama and your mama would do when you get be wrong in school and you'll end up in the principal's office. My mama would say, I don't care what you say, man. My son didn't do that. You can sit there and talk all you want. Then she said, baby, get your coat. Come on, let's go. And then when she get me home, she be like, nigga, I'm going to whip your ass. You know damn well you did it. But in front of them people, we got to have a unified front. You can be wrong in two left shoes, but I'm still going to speak up for you because you're one of mine. Mm-hmm. But you better bet I'm going to carry that butt. When you get in a conversation like we right now, and y'all at class or y'all at family meeting, if you decide what stuff can come out my mouth, they can make you feel it in the worst way. Because I can reach back to that relationship between me and your great grandma.
Jamal, I've been tired of talking to you and you sticking yourself.
And I'm going to tell y'all again, damn it. Damn-a-tup.
Oh.
Answer me, Chop.
Yes, sir.
You want to go on tribal way? I will put you on tribal way right here today.
I didn't know it wasn't on mute. I apologize.
Do you know what tribal way is?
No.
Let me explain what tribal way is. It's how my father wrote footsteps in the sand. When you belong to the circle of all life, we have rules which says if I tell you I love you today, and along the way I say I love you but I'm no longer in love with you, that means I lied to you in the first place. Our love is never ending. If I tell you I love you here today, nigga, I'm gonna love you the rest of your natural born life. But that's not the type of love you piss on. So we got rules. And let me tell you what the rules are. If you violate that type of love, meaning you pull out your dick and you piss on it, in any way, we will open the circle and then kick you out in the desert. And then close the circle. Meaning, neither one of us, if we see you, we will look right through you like you don't what? Exist. And if indeed anybody violates that, they gonna drive away too. Where you can't call us no more, you can't dial our number, you can't attend class, non-OSOICE member will acknowledge you as even been born. For the entire time that you're on tribal what? Wait. And then while you're out in the desert, listen now, and you done fell out in the sand, because there ain't no water, your lips is cracked and bleeding, and you ain't got no more strength. Meaning life done whipped on you in a way by which you know you've been whipped. To the point that you on the ground now, you can barely get what? Up. We send a warrior out there to you. We got to walk, now it took you 20 days to walk way over there in the desert, right?
Right.
It's going to take that 20 days to walk to you. Listen, but he's going to have canteens. He's going to be well what? Equipped. And when you get there, he's going to be died. Because he got to take the same trip that you took. Just the walking and the walking and the walking and the walking out there in the dunya. Where no tab member, no Nuwapian, no nobody. And when you see you, you be like, what's that? You like, who the fuck is that?
Real talk.
And he just look the other way. Wait. And we know you remember this what, Sam? But while you on travel way, we got to follow the order, damn it. I'm not going on travel way to go that way.
Right.
You can say Shaddah Da, you can say Baba Quail. Nigga ain't gonna look at you and just say a damn what? Sir. What now? And when you lying there in that on that concrete, and you done been out there by yourself, and every one of y'all know what that feels like. Because each one of you being children of the Most High can be in a room full of people and feel all by yourself.
That's right.
Because you are a being who has been created with a special design. And you will not feel at home until you are amongst family what? Members. Who are beings who know like you know. Live like you live. I've gone through the things you've gone through, and each one of us can identify. Let me tell you, when you get around us all at one time, you so happy. You're like, Lord, this feels good, nigga, Lord. But you know you can see it when you go on the land. The same way any one of y'all would feel when y'all would find your way to the land. And eat the food. You can't tell me, nigga, all them family members out there, nigga, that you didn't feel right at home and you felt like you died and went to heaven.
That's some real talk.
But in the instant, we drive away, all that can be snatched away. But when you come to the land, we don't even give you clearance. Like, yo, bro, what's that, man? I'm here to see my, Yo, right here, say you won't drive away, bro. Kick rocks. What security will tell you. And if you don't kick rock, you become the instant elephant man. Word bond B1B. Now, so we'll send a warrior out there to you. And while you on that concrete, which is equivalent to laying there in that sand, in the desert line, he'll look down and ask you, have you had enough? So if you smart, you be like, hell yeah. He would say, do you want to come home? Yeah, I want to come. Well, what you got to say, bro? And the response was sorry. I'll do the very best I can to never let that happen, what? Again, because if you don't say that, that warrior will turn around and just leave your ass right what?
There.
The minute you say, I'm sorry, I'll do the very best I can and not let something like that happen again, that warrior will open his canteen and hold your head up. So yeah, nigga, drink. Drink it slow now. Because you go too fast. A little bit. You might even have a good sense to stick a finger in the canteen and rub it on the lip. Because you've been out there a long time now. Not dead, but damn near.
Mm-hmm.
In the day.
Mm-hmm.
Now. And then he'll say, after he give you a little water, say, come on, get up. And you'll be tired and worn out. Like we done beat you in the ass in the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
And once you come off and say, he'll walk your ass all the way back to the motherfucking house. And however long it took you to get that far out is exactly how long it's going to take to see your to get what? Back.
Mm-hmm.
And just get that fall out along the way. And that brother's going to pick you up and carry you with orders that say he got to put his foot down in that footprint of his predecessors and not lose one grain. Because to do so would dishonor all the people who done it before him, which was to carry people like yourselves across the gap. By the will of the heavens, bring you back. And then when you get back home, the order is everybody's supposed to embrace you. You found.
Mm-hmm.
And I now want to bring up what you did after you said you were sorry. And you do your best to not let something like that happen again. Because any one of them say something to you, they go in trouble. And they said the same thing that you just was made to suffer. That's what you call fairness. So everyone starts to understand that our rules are put in place for good what? Reason. You got a bunch of people loving you with an endless love. That's not the type of love you piss on.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you do, tribal way belongs to you. And let me tell you, if you come home and then you do the same thing all over again, you go out tribal way, but this time you stay belonging now. We're not going to let you die out in that desert because we love you. So we're going to sit your ass out there until you learn a good what?
Lesson.
A good lesson. And Diamond said there's been many times that we've been teaching class and nigga, yours be the only voice I'm hearing. And the only phone that ain't leaving out. If I experience that again, coming from you, tribal way belongs to you, bro. And I ain't going to tell you no more. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
I should hope so. Because you're a beautiful brother, and I'd hate to have to make you suffer, nigga. But I will correct your ass. I can pull that belt out and tear your little ass what?
Mm-hmm.
You understand me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I want every family member to hear what I just said to this brother, because if any of y'all violate the rules, that's what's going to happen to you. And I'm not playing. I'm talking to you just like your great grandmother would. When you say, go, man, give me that sweet like that book. And be looking at you in a way by which you know damn well she ain't what. I remember when mom would tell me I go to get the Swiss and be walking back to the porch and pull the leaves up like that. And get the swinging again. And I start crying before I even get back to the porch. Because I know damn well she's going to tear my ass what? And don't forget, y'all, I stand in representation of those people. Each and every one of you have had great grandmamas and grandmothers too. And I stand in representation of those people. And those are the people that were praying for the day. If I hear one more damn noise, praying for the day that each one of you will be sitting here with me in class right now. So in honor of each one of those prayers, I let those people use my mouth to tell you like you need to be told. Like it was today. And like I told you, if you be quiet, you'll hear the voice of many more coming through my mouth. You'll see their great grandma. Each of you. Don't tell me you don't. If you black, you hear it, and I know you do. Now, to continue on before I was so really and just, look at this. All that time, just because that nigga didn't want to mute his phone out. I had to stop telling what trouble is about and then get back to what the fuck it is I was saying in the first place. Now, that's not a shame, that's a damn shame. Which ain't supposed to be happening in this tribe, not in this damn what? Fine. Sure. Not with all the problems that we as people of color got, that I got to work you through and prepare yourself for, so that you don't get, check this out, a wet t-shirt and dress it in the wet way by some cracker that don't want you alive since the day you was born. So don't fool yourself. Young motherfuckers is trying to kill us all. Oh. And what they're doing, they shrewd with it. They show you all these videotapes on Facebook of you as the people being taken advantage of, just like they showed you George Floyd, which wasn't even real. The cops, George Floyd, all of them were Freemasons and what you call crisis actors who were hired by Hollywood to act out something that would get every person of color in the world angry as all outdoors. So that what they want to do, they're trying to mess with you in a way by which they put even more footage out on YouTube and Facebook. You know the type of show us getting, man, in the worst way that makes every one of us feel that shit. Because I seen a video of this big white boy beating on an elder. And I said, that was my mama. Then I jumped up and I had smoke coming out my ears. You're not understanding me. Because a lot of y'all ain't going to bust a grape and you ain't going to kill nothing, ain't going to see nothing die. I ain't that nigga. Because if I do it, I'm going to get away. Because I know how to, I know how to jump from plane to plane. I know what a jumper is. And I know how to do it myself. Y'all don't. And without question, how do you think that the second shooter that killed JFK got away? Because there were two shooters down there, that's right. And there was another on the grassy knoll. I'll tell you exactly how he bounced. And why they ain't never caught his ass. But he's a double. And he's using a technique that is known to the Knights of Templar, who are alchemical assassins. That you niggas don't know nothing about and don't know even how to defend yourselves against. And these motherfuckers are listening. In this day and time, they call themselves stranglers. They wear dusters and cowboy hats. And don't fool you. Don't fool yourself. They worked in the mafia. Could ever be. Because the killings they do, it all seems natural. You're doing fine, all of a sudden you got cancer. You ready to buy? That they created and put on your ass with the doctor. That's how they killed, check this out, Howard, who was Barbara's sponsor, who was my cousin's husband, who sponsored Barbara to become a Freemason in the first place. Nigga was cool here today. Soon as they knocked out up, Hal was dead. Until nobody could prove that he had been murdered. Just like what? Not 10 was murdered. Just like the Marines was murdered. These people just didn't die by, natural causes. They knew that Matt Tim was like a bodyguard to my father. Then all of a sudden he got cancer. Rest in peace. These people were what? Murdered. But ain't not one of you motherfuckers can prove it. So you might as well just hang your hat up and go about the business. Because that's still milk. But no matter what you can do, what you try to do, ain't gonna bring the better back. Because the one thing, check this out, when a motherfucker's dead, you can't walk over and say, yo, dog, I'm sorry. It was a mistake. That's what you niggas better be thinking about when y'all getting a fight in your house. You realize you can push that sister over, she can hit her head and be gone, nigga, you going to penitentiary for murder. That could be just something y'all arguing over. Y'all only arguing over family shit. That you know damn well, tomorrow you be like, come here, yeah, I love you, you know I love you. And got a black eye telling you. You know, all of you know, that these are the types of things that's going on in Nubian homes all across the globe. But I'm letting you know now, any man that puts his hand on a woman is a goddamn cop. If I ever catch you putting your hands on a woman around me, I'm going to chop your hand off. Literally. You're going to be walking around where the whole family going to know you did something that wasn't true, nigga, because they're going to be calling you nubby from that day forward. I'm going to say, grab his ass. And the niggas that's going to be grabbing you going to be bigger and badder than you could ever think them to be. That's what type of niggas roll with me. And will follow my orders to the letter. You might run out and try to run because they're going to catch you. And when they do, I'm going to say, bring his ass over here. And say, do with this, hold his hand down. We'll go get that machete. You want to do that to a woman, bro? Watch it. Hold his hand down. You're going to be storming, I'm going to take and chop your whole entire hand. The fuck what? Oh. That should send a message to everybody in this crowd that the Messiah ain't playing. He don't tolerate men putting their hands on what? I don't care what the sister did. You said one. The only thing you niggas that I'm giving each one of you niggas, check this out. A word of advice. Grab your hat and head for the hills. Fast as you what?
Can.
You can. To keep from doing bodily harm to the woman. If you feel yourself losing the battle, wow. Because there ain't going to be nothing you can say to me out your mouth. I'm going to end up. Here. But my ass got that nigga. You feel me? Because I'm adamant about that. And no brother of mine in this tribe gonna be putting his hands on a sister. All you niggas better hear that shit and hear it very clearly. But let me tell you something. I am nothing to play with. Not physically and especially alchematically. I will come out your wall. You remember I tell you I be watching y'all as part of your carpet, part of your lampshade? Well, motherfucker, I can come out of that wall and personify right there. What you don't know. That's the type of power that's been invested in me by God and what? As God's son, yo, what thought Jesus was going to come back and not be able to do something? What the fuck? But let me tell you something, I don't even need the mirror no more. I go third eye live and it goes split screen. Nigga, I got 20 split screens. I'm watching each and every one of y'all. I can tell you what each and every one of your rooms look like when you sleep at night. But that would be showing off. That's not for me to run my mouth trying to impress a motherfucker. No. I'll never lose my grip. Or they'll never put me on tribal way. Because what's good for the goose, good for the gander. And if it makes you feel any better, those rules apply to me what? True. And before I let Baba, check this out, I'd rather my father whip me to where I'm bloody and I got 2 black eyes than be disappointed in you. Because them wounds will go away. And disappointment, you got to rub away. Motherfuckers will look at you and say, the air you can walk. And look at this. That's all shit I can gave with me and torture things with this fucking clown. You want to get monkey still. Make him feel like Lord have mercy, what is a valuable waste of time. Listen, a waste of valuable time and valuable effort that I could have put on through somebody else's hand. They would have appreciated. You all will never make my father look at me like that. You hear me? Word is born, D&D. Because I'm letting you know now, shit runs downhill. If Bobby gets to yelling at me, who the fuck y'all think I'm going to be yelling at? And if any one of y'all think y'all can influence me, I want you to know now. If my father tells me to do something and you tell me to do something, who do you think I'm going to listen to?
The father.
That's right. Baba. Because I sure ain't going to be man pleased. When Baba talk, don't nothing else what? And I get highly upset if a motherfucker trying to talk over him and I can't hear him because somebody has muted his phone out. I get fighting mad. Which is the same way each one of you should be when a family member disrespects you like that. Because you never know what's going to be coming out of my mouth and how valuable that can be to you as an individual in your own personal life. Am I understood?
Yes, sir.
Truth is true. Now, I'm continuing on talking what I originally called here for to talk about. Y'all thought I forgot? You think I got off subject matter? What's the matter with you? I don't do that. Even though I can go round, it's going to go round and round, come back right back to where it started from. Until I get a call for you where it really got to enforce it. To tell you. Like I told you, I follow orders to the what? I already know if I get off this phone and don't tell each and every one of y'all about Pan and Morpheus, Baba gonna pull the bell out on me, talk about your brother and give me one of them switches off that book. And I'm telling you, you don't want to get whipped by the high up. Understand this. Them niggas is not the niggas you want to play with. You talking about perfection at its highest level. I'm talking about niggas, you talking about niggas, please. I'm telling you the type of perfection that you niggas, man, please. If they can make me talk like that, and I got respect for that power. Shit. And nigga, and I got my own power too. I'm fifth in line, motherfucker. Anu, the Godman, Chahuti, Baba, then me. Don't fool yourself. That ain't no shabby seat. That's the center seat showing up. Fifth in line. Right up underneath the Most High. Don't fool your what? And I'm telling you now, you niggas do not want your butt whipped by Anu. Trust me. Because the same way your grandmother would tell you, go over there and get that switch off that bush, well, I knew got a switch too. And let me tell you how you get your ass whipped. I get beat. His switch ain't no switch on the off no bush. His switch is like a switch on the wall. This is how it works. He did everything you love the most. You know that only you know for real. You see it in your mind's eye? Close your eyes, all of you. Now open them up. It's gone. And ain't nothing you can do to bring it what? Back. Because the Most High give it, and the Most High will take it away from you just to teach you a lesson. And he ain't doing it because he don't love you. He's doing it because he do. I'm letting you all know now. This is the forum you're in. In this forum, if you don't hit the bullseye, meaning you score highly, the bullseye hits you. Because if you think y'all are getting this level of information or opportunity to sit with me personally, for no reason at all, you ain't a fool, you a damn fool. The only reason each of you are here is because each of you are specialists in certain areas of information. There's lying asleep in you that my job is to reawaken. So we can get a job done that's bigger than all of us. 134,000 of you times 3. You can't nobody else do it up. And don't fool yourselves, nigga. You're on the first group. Yeah, first will be the last will be the what? Yeah. You hear my voice? You have a responsibility because you are a soldier in the army of Mikhail himself. In case you didn't know. You will become a Melchizedek what also. Each of you are inductees into the ancient mystic order of what? Melchizedek. You are the Decite priest of the highest what? Order. You don't mind somebody. Man, you gonna follow orders too, just like anybody else. So, in the army of Israel, and we're talking to a general. I'm a 5-star general, and I didn't get them stars and crescents on my arm being paid. I am the angel of Israel, and my name is not Dizzy Gillespie. I've come during a horn of warning. You need to say, listen, you do what the fuck up. This is not a game. They can try to wipe all your asses the fuck out. And one question, I gotta ask, do you want to live? You should get the full fucking what? Attention. Because either you listen, or you all about to die. There you go. You might as well go out today. Check this out. Find the cutest little Nubian girl you know. Run with the pigtails and bend down and kiss her right on the boy's face. And take her, we all about to die because mommy and daddy done been damn fools. Because the Messiah is here and he told us what to do to save ourselves, and mommy and daddy just ain't got good sense. Word is born, B-O-N-D. If an iota of what it is I'm saying is not true, may the Most High take my blessings and every day and every way, and trust me, I wouldn't curse myself just to kick it with you. You understand? How would that benefit me? If any of you think that I'm lying, well, guess what? I'm not. Because let me tell you something. If indeed what I'm saying is a lie, then that means a lie of this magnitude can be told. And according to anyone who thinks that I'm lying, then according to you, I would be the one to have told. And if I can create a lie this fucking big, then that means so could you. Let me see it in you. Produce the likeness thereof. And when you struggle, just like you did with the person, place, or thing, and come up empty-handed, it should tell you something. If you can tell them the truth, because can't nobody lie that way, honey. There's nobody on the planet who can lie a lie of this magnitude, if indeed it is a lie. Because the way you know it's the truth, because it's too well put together. Nigga, we thought of everything. You think we didn't, nigga, as your ancestors, as your elders? We crossed every T and dotted every I, nigga, to save your life. Because we love you. And I'm coming to you here now as a reminder in this day and time, not to perform. I'm here to remind you all what reformation is all about. What is reformation? Can anybody in this forum tell me? Don't let me talk at one time.
reforming of the information. Let's put it back.
Close but no cigar. Next person.
Yo, I don't know, man.
The question is, what is reformation? Father is
to reform, to rebuild, rebuilding.
To reform something, right? To reform something, correct?
Yes.
Right.
That's what
Correct.
Now, that's why I said there will be a new heaven and a new what?
Earth.
Earth. Because it's our responsibility to take everything old and get what?
New.
Rid of it. Everything has got to be made what?
Anew.
That's right. That means if the building's messed up, refurbish it. If you got a statue in your room that's broke, the arm is broke, throw it away. Go get a new one. Everything. You got to paint it up and make it look what? Nice. We got to plant grass and we got to break up concrete. Because they done sprayed the whole globe with that crap. And do you know what concrete does to the human body? You got one side of the planet is weighing heavier than the other side, which is tilting the planet, causing fucking problems in the weather. So we got to balance this thing what?
Out.
We can't have big old buildings in Los Angeles and don't have none in Georgia. Because the middle will crack. If you have big ones up there, what's about in the middle? You'll have earthquakes in Central America, in the center of America, Detroit, Chicago, Iowa, all the way down to Texas. Just because you got buildings on one side, big time, and buildings on the other side, big time, you better put the buildings in the middle way. Or get rid of all the fucking buildings. Because that's what's draining energy in the first place. And niggas from New York know how to tell the truth. All we do is look for the people who stay looking up. They the ones down in Times Square steady looking up at the building. You can tell they ain't from New York. And what we doing, we looking at their pockets. Figure what? Downward.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Not at all. Not at all.
Because when you hungry, you look at the mate and she turns to a chicken wing, and she look at you and you turn to a hot dog, you better bet you're going to be looking at pockets too. And you're going to be figuring out how to stick your hand in that pocket and take every dime you can. If I'm looking at you and you turn to the hot dog and you looking at me and I'm turning to chicken wing, you're going to do whatever you want. Got to. And anybody who say that ain't is a damn fool. You sit there and starve if you want to, thinking you miss Polly purebred and that this nigga's done too soon, good too soon. Nigga, y'all better get the head food on what? Right?
Right.
But yo, in a real way, them crackers wasn't thinking about you and what you had to eat today. But they gave you your 40 acres in a mule. With all that shit they got, any fucking way belongs to us. They robbed you, niggas. Natural wealth is what determines, listen, natural resources is what determines wealth. They ain't got no gold in Europe. They ain't got no oil in Europe, no platinum in Europe. So it should tell you who the most intended to be the wealthiest people on the planet. And most of our people still walking around living underneath the poverty line. They robbed you. And y'all let them. That's why you suffering like busting most of y'all right now. Barely able to fucking pay your rent. And if you can't pay your rent, that don't make you a god or a goddess. That just makes you a nigga with a job or a hustle. Niggas walk around talking about their gods and goddesses. Nigga, you ain't nothing but a mortal who's been given a concept of what it is to be a god by a god who is my father, that most of you here today have still failed to conceptualize. Meaning to make it work for you in your day-to-day lives. The power of manifestation, many of you have yet to be able to embrace and make manifest. When all of the precepts to it have already been given you, visualization before manifestation. Nigga, if you want a car, get a picture of it. Put that picture up and look at it every fucking day. And then maybe you'll be driving that car tomorrow or next week. But you got to be able to see it first. And how you going to see it if you don't know what the fuck it looks like? You know what I mean? Same thing applies with a house. Oh, you good one to have a house Negroes out there. You got to get a picture of the 5,000 you can find and look at it everyone. Until you got it coming out to pause. Because you ain't going to be able to manifest that unless you do that first. Those are the rules, nigga. Oh. You follow? And I don't give a fuck what workshop you go to, nigga. If you ain't got a picture of the things you want to make manifest, nigga, in your house, right there that you look at every day, nigga, you might as well kiss that baby the fuck goodbye, because you ain't going to manifest shit. And I'm not telling you that because I don't love you. I'm telling you that because I do. I know the power, nigga. Who? And to show you, if you come walk with me, I'll hold you by the hand. Get you go up the city, say, look at that. Don't forget that. Then I need you down the block, I say, look at that. See that? Don't forget that. And once you get a couple of those up underneath your belt, nigga, you figure it out. I'll be like, no, what the hell you eat? What you see the nigga picture yet? And you'll stop and figure it out. You'll be like, nah, stop like, shh. Come on. Figure it out. Well, it's too late. I got scared of the class. I'm putting out my mouth the biggest magnet you niggas ever seen in all your lives. It's going to cause you to come to one day, come to a realization where in which you say, man, fuck this. I'm selling my house, my car. I don't give a fuck. You can think I'm crazy all you want. Wherever that little nigga is, that's where the fuck I'm going. I'm going. And if you shot, you'll bring your what? Self. Because if not, I'm going to leave your ass right what? Here. And be meaning. I don't care if you've been together 15 years and it's got all broke up $150,000. I'm selling it. I'll give you your issue. Here go your money right what? But watch this. Bet I'll be on the plane, the next thing smoking, where that little motherfucker's at. And if you want to know where I am, wherever he's walking, that's where I'll be. I love you, but I love eternal life better, more. And I'm going to earn mine. Now you can sit here and miss the boat if you want to. Figure it out. Because that day's coming upon each one of you. We're short of it now. What is down? Now, I'm going to get to the reason by which this phone call by which this phone call was made his birthday. Now, Brandon, I'd like you to explain to everybody why you telling them to use Linux instead of Microsoft. All of you niggas should be at least a little computer literate. If you're not, you better get some literacy in that field real quick.
Well, the thing, Linux is a different type of operating system, meaning system that you can utilize to get certain tasks done, such as, doing your work, playing video games, or browsing the internet. Linux is a platform where it's kind of scaled down and it only has the things you need to get your work done. Windows got a lot of glitch and grammar. Windows got a lot of squares, like it's a bunch of boxes. And that's the whole square energy that, ATUN-RE teaches us about. Because you open up Windows, there's a whole bunch of boxes and squares, causing everything to be very confusing. Linux, on the other hand, is very scaled down and simple to use. You can kind of, cut your computer on like quicker. For example, my computer takes about 7 seconds to cut on. But if you have a Windows machine, it may take up to like 1 or 2 minutes. And to everyday person, that doesn't matter. But if you use your computer frequently and you need things to happen right away, you need things to be done efficiently, it happens faster. So 1 second. Yo, Chief, you there?
Yeah, I'm back. Hey, yo, you never thought you were going to get me? No, not this time. Get them all on the line.
Everybody here on the line, you back on the line?
I want to tell everybody that right now I just said to the devil, that didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You thought you had me, thought you could cut the line, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All I had to do was dial back, you stupid motherfucker. That's what I'm saying to Lou, right in his face. And I know he hot as shit wet. Me. But you know what I'm about to say. And I'm pulling the tables over something that they using against each and every one of you. Now, Brandon, will you please tell everybody why you say use Linux and don't use Microsoft? And you, for all these computer illiterate niggas out there, you're going to give illiterate real what? Fact. There's no excuse for them to be stupid here in 2020. I hope everything of color would agree.
Mm-hmm.
But you niggas got to be smarter than white folks could ever be, because you already got stripes against you for your skin color. You follow?
Yes, sir.
So you don't bring me home no B's and no C's and no D's and expect me not to be like, nigga, you don't raise that grade. Matter of fact, you ain't going out the house no more. Get in your room right what?
Mm.
Yeah. And open that book what? Up.
Oh.
And I'm going to make you study from now to your next report card. But you ain't just going to raise the grade. Your grade's going to go up and over the ladder. Because I'm going to sit there and hold your hand doing the homework. And I don't care how much you cry and be like, how much you want, what?
Mm-hmm.
You better hurry up and take them. How many want left through? I'm going to tell you again, you better hurry up and take them. If you think your daddy going out this room and think you can do all this math, he's crazy. Don't give me that belt. How many want left through? How many want left through? See, you damn right. You know how each one of us did with our children when it came time for them to do their homework. You know damn well what we went through. And if you don't, you should. All you got to do is look back to what your family went through with you when you was going to school. Am I lying?
Not at all. No.
Tell me any of you out here that hear my voice and didn't have parents that did you that way when you was in school. As you sit there giving every excuse you can possibly think, oh, my mama, you did your homework? Yes, I did the homework. Well, let me see. Go get it. Did you see me there? You only did one something here and one wasn't over there. Then you got a whole page of this shit you got to what? Yo, now sit your ass up. And don't think, matter of fact, don't give me the belt. I told you this shit yesterday. When you came and tried to play me with the same tune that you giving me right this minute, I should just whip you for that. Open that book, child. You sitting there crying if you want to. Better wipe them tears out your eyes and do this math. And I would sit there with mine, check this out. Mine went to college. Mine is grown. I got grandkids. I did my father thing. You was professional. From the first time they came out the womb. Walk around the house with my daughter in my arms. Nigga, I know how to birth, change diapers. Nigga, I'm a professional daddy. You better know it. And nigga, I had my daughter with me, so what her mama would get nervous. Where is you with my daughter? Nigga, I'm out. And for real, I might not be coming home tonight. And she all right, she right here with me. I got the formulas, I got the bottles, nigga, I got the family, nigga, you ain't said nothing. And then as she got over, I come home, she be like, man, where your father at, dude? We had a good time, nigga. I'll be looking at my wife like, what you thought she was going to tell you? Yeah, professional daddy. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt and the hat, chicken stuff, scarf, and the bell bonds and the suit. But each one of you brothers, if you got babies, better learn how to be. You growing up to stick it up in there, you be growing up to keep, you take care of what you. You don't come to me with no excuses out your mouth. Because I'm looking at you like you're a coward and a fucking deadbeat dad. And I'm cold. If it walk like a duck, if it talk like a duck, it's a goddamn slouch. And there ain't no slouches in this house. Am I overstood?
Cool.
Yes, sir.
Everything on the phone, they be saying, who are you? Shit.
Oh. Oh. Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go. Shit. Now, Brandon,
Cool.
why are you telling people to use them and not use Microsoft?
Well, Linux is faster and also that it's free. A lot of the developers at like Google, Instagram, Facebook, a lot of their core team developers, they don't use Microsoft. They primarily use Linux to do a lot of their core development in.
Hold on, let me say something to y'all. Y'all heard what he said? Free.
And it's free.
I want y'all to know free is always good. When have you ever known free to be something that you didn't want to have? Huh?
Never. Never.
If anybody ever looked at free like that wasn't the place to be?
Not at all.
Huh?
Not at all.
Nigga, if y'all didn't run up and run the free, nigga, let me tell you something, you're dumb as a box of bricks. Free is always what?
Good.
Great.
Good, don't fool yourself. And if I gotta walk you, hold your hand from A to Z, family, prepare yourself, because that's what we think to go through the ABCs right what? Now.
Yep, yep. So, you know,
Yeah.
with it being,
Go ahead, talk on.
this is being free.
Educators, Brandon, educators for real, nigga, this is the biggest workshop you ever been in.
So they have many free, all the tools are free, meaning that other developers and companies invest into the tools, their time, resources, and experience they put into the tools, and they make them available for free online. So developers take those tools that they other communities invested in. It's called open source. They take those tools to build their apps with. So like everybody has an investment in the resources of the tools. So everybody else's development experience can be overall better.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I'd like to know if we were going to create a new computer program for Microsoft, would it be better to use Linux?
Of course. You can.
I mean that. That's like Linux Avenue, 125th Street. That's the black folk. Anything you see Linux on, that's black. When you ever know the word Linux does not represent black? You ever been to New York? You would know. Linux Avenue, nigga. That's where you go, where the black folks is.
Yeah. Can I add something? See,
Yeah.
and I know with Linux being free,
it affords you a bunch of opportunities because companies and, you know, just organizations realizing that Linux is such a easier platform and way more accessible. They're moving on.
User-friendly.
Yes, it's user-friendly.
User-friendly, right?
Yes. So it's a lot of, you know, opportunity, you know, that you can work from home if you are, you know, well versed in Linux, that you can always keep money in your pocket, you know, just knowing Linux. So it's opportunity there.
Come on, ask everybody right here, right now. Y'all niggas like money?
Cool.
Or do you like walk around being broke?
You gotta love some money, love the money.
نسأل من لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله ولا كريم وصلى الله على حمله أجمعين ومسيح ومهدي ومجدد لأن مرسلين. Now we return to the tribe.